I'll say hello in the Twitch chat, and then we will aim to start. Spell Catanians, right? So someone commented on my last stream on YouTube and said, "Can you make the Catan game like bigger in the website in the window?" But I was just playing around with it, and I still haven't figured it out. So we're just gonna keep rolling with this setup, and hope for the best. So right now, Nikki Lou was already on Catan Universe. I was gonna let her host, but then she made a good point about me being the master of games. Well, that's why I aspire to be. But moreover, I have people on the Twitch chat that I have added on my friends list, so it just makes sense for me to host the game, so I can get all my peoples in on a Catan match. You're gonna make you lose now in the Twitch chat. How you doing? I will now add you in. Alright, so we got you. And how's it going? Glad to be back playing Catan, yeah? And I'm glad that my announcement went out on YouTube that I would be streaming today instead of tomorrow, so that I wouldn't have any conflictions with my schedule. James says, "Hey, what's good? What's up, James? Do you want to play some Catan? Do you want to beat us in Catan tonight?" Because the second one's going to be a little bit harder than just joining us. We're not going to go down too easy. We're going to give you the best challenge we possibly can. Oh yeah, turn timer on. 40 seconds? Nah, let me kick it up to 130. I'll kick it to 130, yep. And okay, James just getting the app loaded up. But yeah, hope you guys are having a good week. I just got off work a couple hours ago, and sometimes you just gotta get changed out of that work uniform and switch over, put on your, well, I don't have a Catan hat, but put on your other your chill clothes and play some Catan Universe. I still think we'll wait for 5 to 6 player gameplays, just in case Catan Universe has any more kinks or bugs to iron out. Nicky Lou says we could actually do a 40-second turn timer for fun. I did it today and the stress is amazing. Oh, lovely. So just that's the perfect way to increase your stress levels, is make sure you're always on the verge of running out of time to complete your turn. Let's say you're about to build a city improvement, but you just can't quite get it in, because then your turn just ends. I noticed with the 40-second turn timer, sometimes when it gets to your turn, the turn timer's already started even before you not roll dice, but I was doing it on 5 to 6 player AI. I think it would already be 20 seconds in your turn if you were on special build turn. And I was like, I can't do anything in 20 seconds. I can do like one thing, but just moving the mouse around on the screen and clicking as fast as I can, it's barely enough time to do your thing. And online, if there's like any slight amount of lag, that eats into your turn time as well, I would imagine. Let me refresh the friends list. Oh, there's James. Alright, we got Nicky Lou, we got James. We have 5 viewers. So if you are not Nicky Lou and you're not James, and you're viewing the live stream and you want to play, hit us up in the Twitch chat and we'll get you in. We'll do a 4-player game. So I'll give that a few more minutes. Oh, Nikki Lou had the same thing where her turn, the turn timer's already started. Once got their turn on 40 seconds. That's like I had this one chess app because I was trying to get better at chess. And me and this person did a chess match with it was like a, it's not a turn timer, it's maybe it was a 10-second turn timer. Or it was a total time to play the whole game, and each person had a total of like a minute to make moves. So you would make a move, when you pass, your timer stops counting down. But it started at 60 seconds, and so each move has to be like as fast as you can possibly plan out a strategy. And then you just have to pass. But obviously, you want to take a few extra seconds, and then that turns into 10 seconds, 15. So it's almost impossible to finish a chess match with 1 minute for each player over the course of, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 turns. Suffice to say, we did not finish. And also, give me some suggestions for our first game. Are we mixing in seafarers? Would anybody care for... Did we do Fog Islands last time? Or I think I was playing that on an auto match with random people online. And I stayed on the main island. And I won. Did I win or did I lose? I'm trying to remember now. Yep, sometimes memory is just gone. We could do... Yeah, because I did do the 4 islands. It was me, Nikki Lou, and an AI, I believe. James says, Seafarers and City Nights is always fun together, but I'm down for whatever. I may consider thinking Oceania. First game on Oceania, and then we'll see. I'll get a few more minutes for anybody else to join in, hop on with us. Let me switch it over to 4 players and check. Nikki Lou says, completely open, I'll play what you want. Oh, so I did win on Fog Islands. For some reason I was second guessing myself because it seemed like such a hard challenge to stay on the main island and Fog Islands and still win, but Nikki Lou said she's been in games where other people have tried to do that, and it wasn't too bad. You definitely have to get metropolises to do so. Yeah, because I was getting the blue and the yellow metropolises, and that other player was getting the green one. He had that on lockdown because he built on 2 lumber hexes with a city on it. Nikki Lou says, oh well, what platform do you play chess on, and what's your ELO? I have no idea what my ELO is. And let me check. I may have deleted the app because after playing with that one person, I wasn't playing. Oh no, I still have it. Chess.com, I think. It looks like, hang on. I'll show you the loading screen here. Where's the camera at? It looks kind of like that. Just a basic chess app. You can friend people online and play with them, or you can play the computers who range in all kinds of difficulties. But yeah, chess.com app. I haven't played it in a while. My skills still need much, much developing. And okay, so like I said, give it a few more minutes. Probably at 6:12. Give it 2 more minutes for any other viewers that want to join us for a game of Cities and Nights. I had a new viewer the last stream. He was from Israel. I forgot his username, but he said he would try to tune in the future to play a game with us. But yeah, the friends list is ever growing. Actually, right before I started the stream, I had a friend request pending from yet another um, possible viewer. So we just grow in the friends list. That way, we will have more options moving forward. And I just accidentally backed out of it. So I'm sorry. Let me set this up again. And let me scroll to the top. Okay, yep, Nikki Luma Jam's gonna re-invite you. And I'm gonna not back out this time. We're gonna set up Oceania 3-player. Turn timer on, 130 seconds. And I think we're back in business. Oh, so no one really got off the main island in my Fog Islands game, that's right. I think two of the players lost their starting cities, and they were just really in a bad spot to try to make a comeback. They might have even left. It may have been a 4-player game, or maybe it was a 3-player game, and one player got mad and left because he couldn't make anything happen. But me and the other player duked it out for the rest of the game. Nick Lewis says, I played a little on chess.com to end of last year, but then I found Catan and haven't played since. Hey, I can't blame you. But if I ever find the extra time, I will hop back on chess.com, because chess is just one of those games that I would love to be a master at one day. And yep, I did switch it over to a 3-player map. And I think we can go ahead and start this one. We do have 6 viewers now, which is awesome this early on. But if anybody wants to hop in, you can hop in on the next one, because it's now 6:12. So I'll start this game up. James says, of course, Catan is just too good to have time for anything else. Truer words may have not been spoken before that comment. Okay, so Oceania. And yes, the 2 starting islands are tiny. Wow, okay, all the sheep is on the right island, so I may as well hop on one of those. Okay, we got 8, 9, 11, or 6, 9, 11. What are my options here? Okay, I could grab a port right off the bat. I could grab the... Yeah, I'm probably going to grab the... Actually, 8, 9, 10, because wheat is drier than the Sahara Desert. I'm going to grab the 8, 9, 10, and I shall cast off. I'm going to go back this way, see what's going on the back side of the island later on. Okay, yeah, we have 10 wheat and 12 wheat. 12 wheat starts off shutdown. So, yeah, if you don't get on the 10 wheat, it's going to be tough unless you're going to need a port that you can also utilize. Brick is 411 with a brick port nearby, so it's okay. Ore is 3 and 6. Okay. Yep, coastline settlements might be the strategy. You're just going to have to, or we're just going to have to discover fog hexes like ASAP to get our game going. We are going to 15 victory points. Yep, indeed. Now, where to put the starting city, though? We could just quadruple down on sheep, build on 4 sheep hexes, but that might be a little too absurd. We do have the 3, 4, 5 to start out with a road, and then 5s can roll us paper. Yeah, mainly get on at least one of your starting spots on the coastline, so that you can build ships off of, hopefully build on sheep and lumber. Use those ships to go discover fog hexes, because you need to get a gold or you need to get a good wheat hex. And then probably be set for the starting sequence of this game. James goes for the 8-10 with the 3-for-1 port. And the city goes on the 8-9, so starts out with a ship, builds a ship, and then has a ship in hand. Nice. 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Decisions. Well, of course, I guess it depends all on where Nicky Lou builds. But we do have options. Okay, she grabs the 8, 9, 11. I was kind of eyeballing this 6, 9, 3 for 1 port. Get the cloth. I have no lumber. I go for the 3, 5. I want the 4 as well. But if I do the 3, 5... If I do just the 5, I'll discover a fog hex immediately. If I do the 3, 5, 12, I start out with the wheat. But then I'm not on the coastline. Kinda... It's tough, really. Start on the 3, 4, 5. Get the road. Okay. New strategy forming. 3, 4, 5. Get the road. Build immediately towards the sheep port because of my 8, 9 sheep. And just go for it, really. Okie dokie. Build the road. And hopefully a 10 gets rolled. There's my knight. 12. Shut down. Nicky Lou says, I actually like the 3-player map better than the 4-player. It's smaller, but there's a lot of good numbers, so a lot of good spots. Yeah, when you don't have that 4th player in there, they're not taking up all the good spots. Especially if you go first like I did and there's like no good spots left to build on. So then you have to settle for usually a 2 hex spot, and there goes a 9 gold to be discovered. The first hex of the game to be discovered is a gold. You've literally struck gold. Now, the question remains, where is the second gold hex in this cluster of fog hexes? Okay, back to me. Will I roll the 10? I will roll the 6. And I will pass. Yeah, right now, lots of time. Ooh, there's the 10. There's the 10. Good on that. Then I'll need another 10. And then a 4 and a 5. And then I have my settlement on the sheep port. And then maybe after that, I can look to upgrade the 8, 9, 10 settlement to a city and start getting cloth. Joke_banana. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Says, just got a Twitch account. LOL, I gotta go for tonight, but I'll be back in the future. Alright, Joke Banana, thanks for tuning in and letting us know you'll be back. Good to see you. Good to have you here. And we'll see you for a future Catan stream. 11. 11 is about as likely as roll as 3. So I want a 3 now. 8. And we have... protect the 3 and the 4. I gotta protect the wheat. So the 8-10 is the spot to protect. So yeah, 3, 4, 5. That will give me commodities, give me brick. Or a 7. Oh, okay. So for a second I thought Nicky Lou knew Joke Banana before. Well, kind of. Says he has a great Catan channel too. So I'll have to go check out. Is this Catan channel also called Joke Banana? Because that way I could find it. And does he play Cities and Knights? Do we have yet another possible Cities and Knights online personality? Because that'd be great. Oh, okay. Joke Vanessa says, I created an account just to comment. Apparently, I live in the Stone Age without Twitch. Don't. No worries there. I've only been on Twitch for really a couple months. Before that, I really was just, pre-Twitch. Yeah. Pre-Twitch, mild Stone Age. Pre-YouTube, very Stone Age. And I'm only using Twitch Studio Beta. All the other all the professional Twitch streamers are using, it's called Virtual OBS or something along those lines. But you know what? I don't know how to use it. I know how to use Twitch Studio Beta. It makes sense. It's very simple and straightforward. So that way, I don't have to worry about that. I can focus all of my attention on strategizing in Catan games. And okay, Joke Banana's channel is called Catan Blunders. So if you are a viewer also on the Twitch stream, go check out Catan Blunders. I will be checking it out when I get the chance later on. Don't have Cities and Nights yet, but I tend to. I played it lots though. Okay, yeah. Hop on the Cities and Nights game, whether you be making videos on it or just enjoying it. I just think it's the supreme expansion over any other Catan flavor. And there's another 8. I did get the paper to get to Green City Improvements level 1. James already has the science bonus, so I am now on high alert. Joke Banana says, thanks, Manu. Have a good game, guys. I gotta eat. I'm a little jealous. I'm not hungry, super hungry yet, but I'm getting there. 5. Okay, 3 brick is discovered next to the 9 gold. And there's no... Oh, there's a water hex. There's no 2 yet, so I'm assuming there will be a 2 in one of these fog hexes. Barbarians are pretty close. Oh, there's another 12, and it's also a wheat. So wheat sucks, and we can't really change wheat around much. The only wheat we can change with Inventor is the 10 wheat. That's it, unless we discover another wheat hex here. Or not we, but my opponents. Wheat for 2 sheep. I'm gonna... Perhaps. We'll find out. It all depends on what I roll. And I did not roll a 7, I rolled a 2. And the 2 was not what I wanted to roll. I don't know if this is in the cards, but I'm going to go for it. I want the brick. Okay. New plan. Trade in for a paper, build Green City Improvements level 2, and pass those dice. James is going to get a Defender Catan victory point. Nikki Lou says, I'm afraid James will win this one. Yeah, basically, one of you guys is going to win because my commodity production feels extremely sluggish. 5 brick. If there was ever a time to be close to the brick port. But thankfully, I am the closest. But you guys have Yellow City Improvements, so merchants could possibly be in one or both of your hands, as we know that there are 6 merchants in the yellow progress card stack. James says, yeah, sorry, I'm looking pretty strong already. Yeah, James, we're going to target you this whole game. I mean, I don't know where these 7s are. Of course, Barbarians haven't invaded yet. We've only had 1 7, but I have a feeling these 7s are going to be rolling in after Barbarians invade. So you just prepare yourself. Build as many knights as you can. Or perhaps don't, so we can just shut you down. Okay, so in that cluster, There's one more fog hex to be discovered. Unfortunately, you either got to build a settlement and then build roads to it, or build ships all the way around the 12 wheat or all the way around the 5 brick to see what's going on with that, because it could be gold. It could be a water hex. It could be a good wheat hex. We just don't know. Is it worth the risk? Is it worth the resources and time to build all the way up there? Perhaps. Perhaps. Settlement on the 9 gold. Moves the ship. Okay, now he's going to come down to the middle section of the board and be very close to taking Longish Road. 10. Ooh, okay. I am super close, but I can't quite do it. I really need a port. That's what I need. 5 car. Yeah, I can't do it, so I'm just going to pass. 6. Yeah, so if I get a 4, that's going to bring me the brick I desire. Medicine, nice. For the city on the 5-6. Complement the city on the 8-9-11. Resource monopoly, and there goes my wheat. My precious wheat. And there are 4 Ectonites of 4 Barbarian strength. Brick for a lumber. Just the trade I was looking for. Merchant. On the ore. I'm guessing settlement. Oh, ship. Settlement on the 3-9, and the settlements are exactly opposite from each other, so no one else can build any more things on that 9 gold spot. Ooh, okay. There's the brick I was looking for. Now, I just need a wheat, and I can build the settlement. Yep. Things are looking good. Irrigation. Aw, man. If only I had an irrigation. There goes a city. Okay, double city on the 8 lumber. Basically, James is going to get the green metropolis. It's just a matter of when. Okay, I'm going to roll dice. I'm going to roll a 5. I'll take that. Paper. And then, in a glorious display of power, I'm going to use Deserter, and I know which level knight strength I want. I want that level 2 knight that I see on the board, and I'm going to take it for myself. And now I have 3 knight strength. Additionally, I'm going to build a city wall, and then I'm going to watch and wait for those 10s to roll in. I could chase a robber off the... Well, actually, I don't know if you can chase the robber away before barbarians invade. But either way, I don't have a wheat to reactivate a knight, so I'm just going to roll with keep the knights activated and sneak in there and get a Defender Catan victory point that I was not expecting to get as we usher in barbarians and defeat. Wow. Okay, I thought we were good on knight strength, because even though I stole a knight from James, we were still pretty up there. Instead of me getting Defender Catan victory point, James actually burns a city. He's back down to 4. But, Longish Road, and still very close to that green metropolis, so still very much on my radar. Also, Nicky Lou on my radar, being now built on the 9 gold with 2 cities on the board. 6. Okay. I'm going to need 2 more 5s for that science bonus. I still can't quite make it happen, can I? I will offer. This is what I offer. Take it or leave it. Nothing going. I gotta pass then. I gotta wait for some more progress cards. Ooh, there's the 10. Okay, now we're making progress. I'm just gonna need another one of those 10s, if you would not mind, game. James did, by taking longest road, also discovered an 11 ore. But fear not, Inventor could always upgrade that number to a more desirable number. And there's the first 7 post-barbarians. Thankfully, I had a city wall, so I'm good on that. Right on the 6 ore. Road building to extend the longest road out to 7. Discovers a 4 sheep. That good wheat hex, though, is still out there somewhere. We're still searching. And James builds a knight and activates it, so now it's going to be my turn. I just need some 10s, really. And so the elusive good wheat hex and the elusive second gold hex is still yet to be discovered. As I roll another 10, look at this, making progress. What can I do here? Could I make any type of spicy move on my turn? Brick port, sheep port, city. That's okay. Let me play it cool. Just going. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I can get on the 6 ore, and I kind of have to do it now. So here we go. Road building. I just saw it, and I had to have it. I was window shopping, and I was like, I want that 6 ore. And I will reactivate the knight. And I will pass the dice. I could build in the sheep port later, but gaining the 6 ore as a number is going to be much helpful. Of course, the game rolling 2 5s is going to be super sweet as well. Oh, there's the first 5 of hopefully many. Resource monopoly. Oh, there goes my sheep. And the settlement goes on the 411. Nicky Lou says, wow, 2 road building at once. Sometimes they do come in pairs. It's a curious thing. James had one, then I had one right after him. And there's a 6. Ooh, science bonus is being utilized. And I am so close to having science bonus, but seemingly so far. But that's okay, because I do have this newfound lumber port that I'm going to use to trade in for a 3rd paper. And suddenly, just like that, lickety-split, science bonus is now mine. And I'll pass. Roll me some 10s, game. Oh, there's an 8. I guess science bonus is going to help me get the wheat. I could get a wheat off of 12. That's always a possibility, too. Trade bonus for Nicky Lou. Uh-oh, knights are being promoted. 10, nice. 6 active knights. Okay, that's pretty good. Merchant. Okay, merchant will be stolen for the first time. James puts on his lumber hex. And even though he lost the city, he's up to 8 victory points now. So that's a little over halfway there to the goal. The end game. Okay, promoting knights. Everybody's hopping in on this Defender of Catan battle. 4. Alright. I must do... only once? That's pretty bad. So, with that... well... luck could change. Luck could always change. With that in mind, I will use the Inventor. I will steal y'all's 9 gold. And I will leave you with a 3. And bid you good day. Beyond that, I'm going to activate a knight. 2 brick. Then, you know what? I'm going to go for it all. I'm going to promote the knight. So now hopefully I could be the one to get Defender of Catan. There goes an 11. Oh, science bonus. How do you do? Take one of those. Trade Monopoly. Oh, good thing I don't have any of those commodities. Science bonus for everyone now. Nicky Lou says we have to team up to stop James. He is running away with this game. Okay, Nicky Lou. I stole the 9, and now I'm benefiting from it. You take Longish Road. One of us takes the Green Metropolis. And I make sure I get Defender of Catan. You take Merchant back because you have yellow city improvements, whereas I do not. And oh no, he's going to build another knight. Smith, you did not. Smith allows you... okay. Okay, no, yeah, because I was going to say, you can't get Mighty Knights yet, but Smith, he could promote one of his level 1 knights to a level 2 knight, and he just barely did it. He got Defender of Catan in the 11th hour and is just laughing at us as he takes that 9th victory point home forever. So now, what must we do to remain competitive? So much needs to be done. I will start by... oh, I don't know. There's so many different things. I'll reactivate a knight. And I'm just going to need the 5s, really. I just need all the 5s to be rolled. 4 is close. I'm going to need 2 Master Merchants. But since I don't have any yellow city improvements, Nicky Lou, you got to get the Master Merchants and do what needs to be done. And, okay, you said I can't take Longish Road, but I will work on the Yellow Metropolis. Deal. Deal. I will see what I can do about Longish Road, but no promises. There's a 10. Yeah, I'm really just going to need 5s to bring me the lumber and the paper. Uh-oh, he's trading in for paper. And there's the Green Metropolis before I can even think about taking it. 11 victory points. My turn. Roll dice. 9. Okay, so far the 9 steals working out. And I will further my blue city improvements. I will use Wedding, and I will get 2 cards from each of you. Nicky Lou says, okay, you have to steal the Green Metropolis. I would trade you my paper for decent trades. Ah, a tempting offer. Okay, now it's back to me. I have mining that I'm finally going to utilize to grab 4 ores, so it's good I did build on that 6 ore earlier. What are the trades? I will just... you offer me Are you... Tell me what you want for the paper. Because I'm not sure what you seek. Also... Ooh, what should I do here? Do that. Calculating. No, you know what? Let me do 4 sheep for 1 wheat. Let me build a city. And I only have a lumber port. So all other things are currently out of the question. Oh, okay. You don't have paper at the moment. I gotcha. And let me build a city wall and pass. Okay. 9. Okay. Ooh, Constitution goes to me. Very nice. Metropolis obtained. So the yellow one is secure with Nicky Lou. I will have to work on stealing the green one, but that's going to take a lot of 5s. But with Nicky Lou's aid, we could make it happen. Oh, I get printer on the very next turn. So I got Constitution last turn. I get printer this turn. The only thing that could sweeten this deal is get merchant, but I got to build some Yellow City improvements. But I just got 2 victory points in 2 turns. If that's not extremely spicy in a game of Catan, I don't know what is. Of course, I would always take road building to continue my quest to take Longest Road. Random 2. There's not a single 2 on the board that is discovered yet. Additionally, I'll take... Yeah, I guess I'll take a lumber. I will build that Yellow City improvement, number 1. I will then... What then will I do? I guess I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna hop on this port, because I just need more ports, honestly. There we go. And then just hope for 5s. Or a 7. Green dice roll with a 5 red die, so only James gets a green progress card that turn. Me and Nicky or Lou are close, but 1 city improvement away. You have to be at green city improvements level 4 to get a progress card in that dice roll scenario. Nice. Settlement on the 3-for-1 port. On the 6-9 spot. Again, I still wish there was some type of progress card that allows you to take 2 sheep for every sheep hex you're built on. Kind of like mining and irrigation with ore and wheat. There goes an 8. The ships continue. The longest reign of terror. Longest road of terror continues to be built out. 7 viewers, very nice. The 3 wheat is discovered. Wheat remains terrible, but is it about to be upgraded? Or is James going to reclaim his gold number in all of its glory? Yeah, I would guess 5 or 9. My 9 gets stolen. It gets replaced with an 11. Yep. Yeah, Nicky Lou. Yep. Here goes the last week, but it's a bad number. Just our luck this game. Not a single 6 or 8 wheat. 6. Not bad. Okay. Oh, I do have ports. Don't forget you have ports, Dupinator. And 2 sheep. Actually, you always got to fight for the longest roads. Let me build 2 roads here. I'll pass. Okay, I'm at a 6-length road. James is at a 9-length longest road. It's not totally out of the realm of possibility. There goes a 5. There goes a 5. Um, yeah, Nikila, there's just too many things I gotta do. You need to stop James from getting defender. Okay, I'm gonna give you an ore for that trade, if you would like. So I gotta stop James from getting defender Catan. I gotta take Longest Road. I gotta steal the Green Metropolis. And I just don't think I can do all those things. What I need is another deserter. That would be a very desirable progress card to have. Where's Smith? Well, I need to get to the politics bonus, and that's been cut a little bit short because my 9 ore is now at 11, and of course I don't have a city on the 6 ore. And merchant will be stolen right back to even out the lead just a little, bring second place a little bit closer to first place. And will she do it? Nikki Lou builds 4 Knight Strength, which is very, very close. And there's another 5. Paper galore. Yeah, Nikki Lou, it's better if you go for defender because I can only activate my other level 2 knight. I couldn't build another one. I didn't have the cards to do so. And look at James being proactive, builds up to a 6 Knight Strength. Hopefully I don't usher in Barbarians, and I do. But on the flip side, on the bright side, I do roll a 5. So that is always promising. James is now up to 11 victory points. Okay. Nikki Lou. I want the paper. Is that a good trade for the paper? If not, I await your counteroffer. And the counteroffer is, do I have those? I do, actually. Yeah. There you go. Here goes level 4. And I will pass. And if we get another 5, things could be happening. Very good things. Good things for Dupinator. Good things for extending the game to give me a chance. Good things for the unorthodox master of games. An alchemist. That's what I need. In my time of need. Right before the Green Metropolis gets secured away forever. Oh, and there it is. There's the alchemist. But what will be rolled by an opponent player? A 5. Alright. Sweet. We are in business. James, I'm coming for your Green Metropolis. You have 3 progress cards, 7 resource cards. What will you do on your turn? Can you stop the steal? Road. Ah, Nikki Lou will discover perhaps that last fog hex up in the top corner of the board. Oh, not yet, not yet. James rolls the 12. I'll take it. Just a random 2 wheat for me. And he will take from science bonus. Alright, this is it. He's got to build to level 5 or it's going to happen. I can feel it. As his turn progresses, time marches ever closer to my destiny. I must have it. Merchant. Okay, Merchant will be stolen back from Nicky Lou to push James to an astonishing eyebrow-raising 12 victory points. Three out of 4. But where will he put it? On the ore. Okay. And next? Okay, he will pass to me. And you give me the angry emoji and you roll the 8, or I roll the 8. I will give you the sunglasses emoji because I am about to do it. Where can I do it here? Nicky Lou, if you wouldn't mind, a 1-for-1. Counter offer, the wheat. Yes. And with this crane, we shall do the unthinkable. We shall topple James's monopoly on the Green Metropolis, take it for ourselves, and have it for the rest of the game, and actually put me in a tying position for first place at 10 victory points. Who would have thought? Nicky Lou says, man, we're so mean, I feel bad for James. I don't know. Nicky Lou, this was all your plan, so maybe you were the one being mean. So therefore now me and James have to team up and target you and steal your yellow metropolis away. What do you think about that? It's only fair, right? Okay, now, with that in mind, I'll build the Yellow City Improvements level 2. I will then use the lumber port to trade in for a brick. And I will take the lead unexpectedly at 11 victory points. And still no 2 on the board has been discovered. I have 2 11s now. Who would have thought? So 11 is good for me. 12 is good. 4 is good. 5. H, if you now team up on me after I helped you get in first place and I am last, I will rage quit. You're not allowed to rage quit. You have to stay in this game and see it to its bitter end. Its possible bitter end. It could be sweet. You never know. Wedding. Okay, I see how it is. That's your first time getting married. Let's not see a second or third time. Because I don't want to keep giving you cards. But yeah, realistically, stealing Nicky Lou's Yellow Metropolis is going to be hard to do with that city now, so she'll get sheep off 8, 6, and 9, so it's a pipe dream. But we'll see. We'll just see how this game plays out. Politics bonus. Uh-oh, now she's close to the blue metropolis just like that. And just like that, it's another close game. Ooh, 11. Honestly, now it's hard to say who to target. James gets the blue city improvements level 1. Yeah, it's really hard to say. Because I feel like, on the one hand, I got to go after James's longest road. But while I do that, Nicky Lou's going to get that blue metropolis. 5. Nice. Oh, okay. I'm going to have a little spy. I just need to see what's up. Ooh, I'll take that. And that was a 5 being rolled. And I also know that one particular resource is out there. But as well, the merchant must be stolen. And it must be placed. Well, actually, I have 3 ports now. Who would have thought? I'm going to put it right here. There's 12. Actually, I need to look at the game log. I need to see what's up here. No, there's not a lot of that resource, so I think... Do I hold off? Yeah, I'm gonna hold off for now. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Six. Okay. Yeah, longest road will put me at 14. Oh, here goes Master Merchant. Yeah, longest road will put me at 14. And I'll be 1 victory point away from winning. Then build a quick settlement. James says I got really unlucky with rolls near the end of the game as well. Yeah, that's true. Especially with I stole your 9 away. You did get it back, but now it's on an ore, which is a settlement. Metropolis obtained. Uh-oh. Nicky Lou is now at 11. Bam. Mighty Knight. Uh-oh. Now Defender of Catan. The tide of Knight power sways in her favor. If James gets a Warlord, he's back in business with 6 Knight strength. There goes a 5. And James, just like you said, it's like all the 6s and 5s is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know if like the game gets stuck in a loop where it's like just rolling the same couple numbers over and over and over. But like it didn't happen earlier on the game, so why now? You know, it doesn't make sense. It should be random dice, not random at first, but then seemingly skewed towards just a few numbers. Nicky Lou says, okay, James, you need to keep longest road. You can count on me when it gets close. Okay. Yeah, basically, that longest road is what I have to go for. That's going to bring me to victory. So let's roll. There goes a 7. So we will place it on probably Nicky Lou's 5. Yeah, the 5s keep rolled a lot. There's the lumber. Wow, what to do? So close. Oh, I have merchant on ore. That's perfect. Thus, I will do a little trading. And let's go finally, late in the game, discover some fog X's. 8 ore. 8 ore has been discovered just like that. I have an 8 length road. And things are looking very good. I'll even build a road out this way to have a 9 length road. Because why not? Okay, I'm 1 road away. Oh, there's a 7. Pirate ship shuts me down from advancing further. Uh-oh, spy. Is it getting stolen back? Because I didn't manage to use it. Yep. Resource Monopoly gets stolen right back. Nikki Lewis is today at a game with 22 8s and 6 6s. Guess who was built on the 6? Now that's a bummer. When you have to watch 22 8s roll past your screen. And you're sitting there imagining all the things you could have done with those had you been built on those 8s. And back to me. Roll dice. 9. I do have a 9. What can I do here? Honestly, not much. Reactivate a knight. Keep my knight strength up. And actually, well, I'll reactivate both knights. And then I will wait. James says finally a 9. Go and build all the things you can with that ore and coin you received. Another 5. Par for the course. Deserter. Now I have to get rid of one of my knights. You know what? It's gonna be this one. Dang. Gotta get rid of a level 2 knight. Goes right over to Nikki Lou. Her knight strength soars to 7. Now it's 8. Uh-oh. And she promotes it to a mighty knight, so Defender of Catan is most likely hers. That'll put her at 12. There's no more metropolises to be taken. Yet, of course, the blue one could always be stolen. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But it is far off. Resource Monopoly. Dang, there's the lumber. Rats. Yeah, at this point, honestly, it's longest road and building out more cities and settlements. Oh, and it was a water hex. An unlucky one. Ooh, a 10. James, Nicholas says, James, I can trade you a ship if you promise to use it for that. We shall see. 8 gets rolled. There's the sheep. And, man, 8 cards and I can't take longest road. So instead, I will trade 2 sheep for the cloth. I will get the trade bonus. And then I'll pass. Yep. Alright, bring those 5s back. Okay, 10s are now just getting rolled like crazy. Wheat is good now, but it's not totally necessary at this point. Okay, so I had a good ally in Nikki Lou, but now she has turned against me, and she's too powerful to stop at this point. She's gonna help James build ships, which is gonna keep Longstrode away from me. So really, I really gotta hope for another road building card. Barbarians are on our doorstep. Okay, James, what shall you roll? A 7! And he will have to burn cards. So that'll put him down to 6 cards. Presumably he will move the robber. Bam, right on the 5. Steals a paper. Okay, barbarian strength. Okay, we're good. 13 knights, 7 barbarian strength. So we're good on that. Irrigation. Very nice. 4 extra wheat. Will he be activating knights by chance? Oh no, he's trading in for ore. I think he's city bound. Medicine. Okay, a city on a discount. 2 ore and a wheat. To boost him to 12 victory points to tie me for the lead. And the city is reinstated on the 810. Oh yeah, he does have the 3-for-1 port. And another ship to discover a 10 lumber. And his turn runs out of time, so I will take mine. And I will roll the glorious 5, but my 5 is shut down. No worries, because I'm going to take a sheep. And I'm going to use Resource Monopoly on lumber, because I know it just got rolled. I know it's out there. And did I get it? I got 4 lumber, and I think I just won this game because I was sitting on a road building. I didn't want to make it too spicy by announcing it ahead of time. But I'm going to just sneak in there and take Longest Road like I always say. It's always Longest Road. Do I have enough settlements available to build? I have 2 extra, I think. Lumber port. I had a bunch of ports. I had a lumber port. I had a brick port. And I had a sheep port. And in glorious fashion, 15 victory points. James says I was 1 brick away from building a settlement as my last point. That would have put you at 13, yeah. Wow, a hard-fought game, a very good game, a very close game. Nikki Lou masterminding the Metropolis takeover. James extending out Longest Road. Having a strong start to the game. But yeah, 15 victory points, and I just barely got it. I had Master Merchant, Engineer, and Intrigue, all which were useless to me. And I had 4 cards left over in my hand. And so I just barely was able to reach up and grab the win. So good game, guys. I'm going to back out of this one. If you're still watching in the Twitch chat and you have not played and you want to, sound off in the Twitch chat and we'll add you in. But we will play a second game. But I will step away for just a few minutes. I'll put on the Be Right Back. And yeah, see you in a few minutes. And we're back. Okay, what was said here? James says, didn't realize it was 15. Nikki Lou says, James, why didn't you ask for the ship I was Oh, okay. So Nikki Lou had another ship to help James keep on extending Longest Road. Would have prevented that win. James says, didn't have enough time on my turn, on my go. Yes. The enemy within when you're tired. Sometimes that helps you, or does not help you when you're trying to strategize late in the game, especially. You got sleep on the mind, you know? You've had a long day or whatnot. Nicholas says, game is really fun, even though I masterminded my own loss. I really enjoyed it. Always glad to have you on a Twitch game where you just barely don't get the victory. And also when you do just barely get the victory, that's also fun too. James says, I'm going to head off, so let H know and hope to see you next game. Okay, James, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in a future Catan stream. Thanks for playing with us as always. And okay, so it's me and Nikki Lou. If anybody else wants to play, you let me know and we'll make it happen. Let's put a turn timer on. This will probably be, it'll probably be last game of the stream. Just do 2 tonight because I got a big work day tomorrow. And I'm going to need to catch just a decent amount of sleep for it, not really any extra. So Nikki Lou, if you're down for a second game, then I'm inviting you. If we have, we might have to play with an AI, honestly, if we don't get a third person. But we'll give it a few minutes, as we always do. We have options. We just did Oceania. We could do heading for new shores. It's always an option. That goes to 17 victory points. Nikki Lewis says, do you think you might have a voice chat with viewers in the future? Would that be an option for you? I don't know the first thing about being able to set that up, but if I look into that, I'd be open to it. Yeah, honestly, I have no idea if I could do it through Twitch. I'm looking at the settings right now. Yeah, honestly, I have zero idea on that. How to set it up. Would I have to have a third thing? I have Catan running. I have Twitch running. Would I have to have like a third thing running, like a Google Hangouts or something? So then that would be the audio from viewers. This is a question for my Twitch manager, Mac Dutch Liar, if he's watching. But yeah. That would be cool if it was like a setting in the Twitch chat. There's chat settings, but I'm looking for it. Yeah, I don't see anything in the Twitch chat settings that indicates that I could turn like a voice thing on for you guys. I will try to look into it and see if I find anything for a future Twitch stream, of course. But yeah, I'm just as stumped as you are. I'm just like, what's the thing to click on to activate it? But sometimes it's not that simple. Hmm. That would be cool if it was available in the Catan universe app or game, like an in-game voice chat thing. Hmm. Oh, let me add you back in to the custom match lobby here. So yeah, I'm thinking heading for New Shores 3 players. If it's just you and me, then we'll add in an AI. Oh, the 40-second turn timer. Indeed, that would be fun. Let's kick it. I'll give it just 2 more minutes for anybody else to hop online to join in a game with us. But if not, great idea. Let's do a 40-second turn timer and see if we can keep up with the fast-paced madness. Yeah, 40-second, 160 max, 40-second minimum. I'll give it 1 more minute. Nothing yet. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Just guesstimating 45, 55, 60. I have 60-ish people on my friends list on Catan Universe, but at any given time, there's only like 2, maybe 3 people on. And I think it just comes down to the time zone. Oh, I spoke too soon. I see Green Gazelle is here. And just like that, he hops in. And once he readies up, Nikki Lou, keep that 40-second turn timer fun game idea in your back pocket for a future time. I'm gonna kick it back up to a normal turn timer, and if that is all the people, we're gonna go ahead and start this game. Green Gazelle, you're right in the nick of time. We were just about to start a game, and I think I'm gonna roll with that. Heading for New Shores, 3 players, normal turn timer, Nikki Lou and Green Gazelle, 17 victory points. Let's go. But yeah, Nikki Lou, 40-second turn timer is a future thing that will be fun. Just to mix things up as we do these Twitch streams. And I'm gonna go first on Heading for New Shores. The right again, this right island looks a little different from what I'm used to seeing. It's kind of in this oddly shaped cluster, but I'll take it. Wheat is 6, 9, 10. Brick is only 6'11 on the main island, or it's 5'11. That's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this 458 that's staring me right in the face. I cannot deny it, especially if I can get a city on it later on. And let me adjust my alarm for tomorrow, my work alarm, so I can wake up at a reasonable yet still early time. Okay, there we go. Nikki Lou goes for the 5-8-10. Nikki Lou is red again. I am green again. Green Gazelle is not green. He's using the gray pieces. But that is the randomness of Catan's starting colors. I think you can set your preferred color that you want to start out with. But if someone else has that preferred color, then I don't know how it all works out. But I'm green and I'm happy with it. Green Gazelle builds on the 3-1 port I was aspiring to build on later in the game. And where will the starting city go? On the 398. So basically he needs an 11 to get the ore. Nikki Lou says, I wanted that port spot. That is a good port spot because not only do you get the 3-1 port and block me, but you also set yourself up for good positioning to get over to that uh, special island that nets you special victory points. Kind of unorthodox, but also the strategy for the placement, I respect it. By building solely on the 8 with the city, I am eyeballing. Is it the 256 or the 24? I think it's the 256 over the 246. I'm also looking at the 6910, but it's just really commodities that I want. 6910, 6934 front port, 81011 for all the paper. I'm gonna go for this 256. I think that's the one. And then I will build. Yeah, let me build that way. See what's going on that way. And then roll dice. Easy 5 to start the game. No problemo. And I would like to protect the ore, because that's my only ore spot. Oh, and since a 5 was rolled, I may as well get Yellow City Improvements level 1. And then pass the dice. Is that a 9? And I did not build on a 9. Green Gazelle rolls a 7. Advances Barbarians. Everyone's stress levels slightly increase from that. What do I hope for now? 11. Green Gazelle gets the ore he needs, so he should be able to build a knight no problem. I'll pass. I mainly just need 5s, 6s, 8s. Five. Very nice. Actually, yeah, 5s and 6s are gonna be absolutely sublime for me. 9. 3 Barbarian Strength, 2 Active Knights. Pass as I wait for more 5s and 6s. 8. With Barbarian Advancement. Cloth for the wheat. Oh, I don't have wheat. Dang it. I will give 2 sheep, if that helps you 2 for 1. Or 4 for 1, I mean. Or, if only, I will give. Oh, she already made the trade. I was gonna give 3 sheep for that. So Nicky Lou ends up being able to activate the knight. Gives Green Gazelle a very sweet trade because, of course, when you're in that position where you need to activate the knight to save your city, someone's gonna get a very good trade out of it. It's just the way it works. From Barbarian Strength, I'm gonna tie and take one of those. Green Gazelle, Yellow City Improvements level 1, Green City Improvements level 1. And a second knight on the board just like that. Back to me. Don't roll it. And I didn't. Roll the 4. Very nice. Okay, with that in mind, Yellow City Improvements level 2. And 6 has oddly not been rolled, has it? Not even once. I'm gonna go for, I'm gonna go for a Green City Improvement. I want to get those green progress cards rolling in soon. And while I'm here, yeah, I'm gonna use Inventor. I'm gonna tear this 9 off of here and swap it with an 11. Just to cause a little chaos, because I like my numbers as they are. Obviously, I can't change the 2. So I'll just throw an 11 up there. There goes a 3. 7. Yikes. Someone's getting shut. I'm getting shut down on the 5. Thankfully, it was not the 6. But yeah, if that 6 could come on this turn, I'd be a very happy fella. It's a 9. Maybe next turn. Or a 7. With a blue dice roll. No blue progress card for anybody, though. I can't remember if it was Nicky Lou and one of my videos on YouTube commenting or someone else, but they said hold on to Inventor until you can hold on to Inventor until someone builds a Blue City Improvement. But my only stipulation with that is we all tied for Defender of Catan, and I didn't see what color progress cards people drew, so I was like, maybe someone drew a blue one, and it could be Spy. So I was like, let me just use Inventor now, just to be on the safe side. I don't want to get it stolen from me, because then if I get one of my 5s stolen away from me, that's gonna just hinder my gameplay. Okay, 6. Or 7. It's close, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. I will place... No, let me move the robber. The robber is going to be the one. And I will steal from Green Gazelle. Give me the wheat. There it is. Say hello to this knight being activated. And I'll pass. Maybe a 6 will get rolled on someone else's turn. And there it is. Oh yeah. 3. What is up with these 3s? That's gonna put 3. Oh, Smith. Green Gazelle says, if you had any intentions of battling me for Defender of Catan, let me wipe those away with Smith. And there goes another 3. They seem to be a little out of control. 3 has gotten rolled 4 times already. But on the flip side, Green Gazelle, thank you for promoting those knights, because now I can use mining, grab 2 ore, and build myself a sweet little city on this 458. And now I want all the commodities to now come my way. 6. Alright, alright. Seven. Yep, on my spot. On the 6, wheat. Don't tell me. He's gonna squash my knight. Oh no, just like that. Just like that. 4. Knight strength has fallen so quickly. Wow. Just like that, I'm in danger of losing a city. So I'll simply use merchant, throw it on the wheat. And just to have a little peace of mind, I'll get to Green City Improvements level 2. And I may be losing a city just like that. Yep. So, glad I got to Green City Improvements level 2, but... Thankfully, I have 2 cities, so I can choose which one to burn. Unfortunately, Nicky Lou also has to burn one. So I'll burn the one on the 256, and hopefully commodity production will continue on the 458 city. Nicky Lou throws pirate ship on green Gazelle. And every time we play green Gazelle, he just always seems to have a very good game no matter what. Commercial Harbor, like, just has the right cards at the right time, is the best way I can put it. Trade Monopoly, and there goes my cloth. Trade bonus. Had a cloth off of previous 3. And then another 3 gets rolled. And all I can do is pass. Okay, 8. Now we're making progress. Nine. No one has science bonus yet. Back to me. Let's roll. 10. Can't do much with that. 8. I'll take it. Lumber and an ore for 2 sheep. An interesting offer. I think I'm going to take that. Yes, yes. Road building. Okay, there it was. The 6, 9, 10 spot. So I made that spot desirable by swapping the brick 11 out for a 9 brick. And of course 6 gets rolled, my 6 is shut down. Merchant will be stolen from me now. Trade, no, sorry, science bonus. Green's already had trade bonus, now he has science bonus. And can I roll a 9? Okay. What else? Okay, this is crazy because Green Gazelle has... He has a 8, a 3, and 2 11s. And I feel like he's just run away with the game. Is the 8s... The 8s have only gotten rolled 4 times, but he's just making it happen. Looking at the dice rolls, 9s have gotten rolled 5 times, so I'm gonna... Yeah, I want a 9 now, and I'm gonna take it off this gold. And I'm gonna upgrade my 4 to a 9, and hopefully it gets rolled. Additionally, I will steal the merchant back, put it on lumber, and then I'm going to... Yeah, I think I fancy the trade bonus. And hopefully I can build the knight and activate it later. Rejoin. Rejoin, rejoin. Come on, game. Don't kick me out. Now things are running a little bit slow. Thankfully, I do have a turn timer in this game, so no worries there. I'm going to try to end the turn. There we go. Nicky Lou rolls a 7. Also, Green Gazelle is close to taking Longest Road. Brick for a wheat. Don't have a wheat. Wish I had a wheat. Only 2 barbarian strength. That's right. Nicky Lou doesn't have any cities. Only me and Green Gazelle have a city apiece. 10. Wow. 10 hasn't been rolled too much, but twice. Okay. Merchant will be stolen back from me. Green Gazelle and I are playing the Merchant War. Battle of the Merchants. Settlement on the 3-5 for the special victory points. To gain another 3 and gain a 5. But 5 will also be rolled under my hand, so I will build Blue City Improvements level 1. And there is a brick. That's not going to help me much. So pass. 9, and my 9 is shut down. And I'm just not quite at science bonus yet. Nicky Lou hops in on the special victory point game, builds on the 410, goes up to 6 victory points. Eight. Okay, Metropolis, maybe not this turn, but pretty close by, I would say. Back to me. 12. Randomly. And yeah. Really can't do anything with that, so I'll just pass. 10. Science bonus would have been so critical in these last couple turns. So helpful. Brick for the wheat. There's a city right back on the board, and the knight gets activated to keep knight strength on par with barbarian strength, and a road towards the 3-1 port. 7. What is going to happen? I'm not quite sure. Usually I can guess what's going to be moved. Okay, so it's going to be... Oh, is he going to... Yep. And move it right back on the 9. Rats. That was a good play by Green Gazelle. Builds another knight. Takes longest road. And back to me. 10. Okay. So... what can I do? I'm going to look ahead towards future endeavors. I will resource Monopoly of the Wheat, and I will hope for a 2, 5, or 8 to be rolled so I can build a 9 and activate it. And it's a 9. My 9 is shut down. The one number I want the most, and it's shut down. Back to Green Gazelle. Roll a 12. Okay. That's the second time, I believe. Yep. Can we get a 5? Yeah, 5 is optimal. 5 is the most desirable number. It's a 3. So Green Gazelle is just loving these 3s. And I'm just like, what is going on here? Can I get a sheep for a cloth? That is the question. And I can, just like that. 3 active knights, 3 barbarian strength. Hmm. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to risk not building the knight this turn because I can't take Defender Catan anyway. There goes a 6. I hope I just didn't give away the yellow Metropolis doing that trade. Really, I just need more 8s to be rolled. I need to get a city on the 2-5-6 and reassert my goals of taking said yellow Metropolis. There goes a 5. Now we're at 10 cards. Two knights reactivated for a total of 3 knight strength. Another knight to be built. Okay, don't roll that one number. And we're good. But we roll another 9. I would have had the science bonus firmly in my grasp. But instead I'll build a city. And that's all I can do. So I'll pass. I just gotta get that 9 open for business. Nikki Lou's 10s give her 3 wheat and 1 ore. So that should put her very close to being able to build a second city, and there it is. On the board with city improvements there with blue city improvements level 1. 12. Okay, random 12s keep popping up. And I still don't have science bonus. Wow, Green Gazelle's already at 10 victory points. City for 11. And his numbers are just not that good. So I'm just like blown away. Another 9. So much paper I've missed out on. Unfathomable. Unfathomable. Let me try to say it again. I cannot fathom. It's unfathomable. All the things I could have been able to do with all that paper. Build the science bonus. Get green progress cards. Possibly even swipe that green Metropolis. It's too unfortunate. It is a tragedy. It is a travesty. A 3. It's just crazy. And there goes Yellow Metropolis for Green Gazelle. The Green Metropolis is probably not far behind that one. So I will just say... Oh, look, in the same turn, he gets 2 Metropolises. I think Green Gazelle either has insane luck or the most insane strategies that us commoners, when it comes to Catan, simply are just unaware of. Oh, there goes a 2. Nikki Lou, yeah, double Metropolis, just wow. It really, seriously. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I can do on my turn. I can just trade in for stuff, wait for the 9 to become available. Oh no, barbarians invade again. City will once again be destroyed. I'm just having the most lackluster game. I couldn't even build a knight there on my turn. And another 3. Okay, 3 has been rolled 8 times. The 10th 9 of the game. Yep, 9 has been rolled the most. I would have had the Green Metropolis had I had a knight protecting this 9 lumber. Green Gazelle extends longest road, builds a settlement. He is 1 victory point from winning. I am at the initial amount of victory points that you start out with. So, I guess because the game's about to end, I will just resource Monopoly the brick. Fun times. I will build Blue City Improvements level 2. I will 4 for 1 the brick in an attempt to make an effort for the Yellow Metropolis. Yep. Level 4. I'll just pass. I'll just wait on if I can get some 8s. That'd be great. I just need to get 5 cloth. And I need to get it as quickly as possible. I also need a merchant. A merchant would pull Green Gazelle back down to 15. This has been an incredibly fast game. Yeah, the stream might not even reach 2 hours because I'm going to end it after this game, of course. 7. And back to me. 9, and the 9 is open. I got a paper. Everybody call the press, call the free press. I just got a paper. And yeah, that's... I guess I'll just build a knight. And activate it. Okay, now let's get these 9s rolling like they were. Or a 7. And Nikki Lee will double shut down Green Gazelle. 5 Barbarian Strength to 1 Active Knight. And there goes that city for 10 victory points for Nikki Lou. She's staying competitive. And I'm just hoping for some 9s. Or a 7. Back on the 9. He knows how to dismantle my entire strategy. Watch me roll the 9. Oh, a 7. Okay. I guess the 3? Because it gets rolled so much. And then, ooh, Diplomat. I will take one of your roads off the board, sir. Put you back at 5. And after that, I will do nothing because there's nothing I can do. But hope for 9s. 11. Ah. Yep. This game could be over. It could be over next turn, next dice roll. I have level 4 Yellow City improvements and there's no merchant in my hand. Where are the merchants? Alchemist. It's just over. A masterful game. Couldn't have played it better myself. How does Green Gazelle get so lucky? He just randomly hops in on the game with us once I invite him and just... I could have played the best I could have possibly played and still would have lost by a landslide. 7... Okay. Green Gazelle was 7 victory points ahead of Nikki Lou. Nikki Lou was 7 victory points ahead of me. Just incredible with the lack of number diversity. 8, 11, and 3. Just crazy. Just mind-blowing. The 8s really helped him get off his feet and going, and then just science bonus and progress cards just took Green Gazelle far off to victory. I was at 3 victory points. I got the 4 at one point, but that's it. I had merchant for a short while. Man, what a display of absolute mastery, really. Nicholas says, "Man, we have to ban Green Gazelle. He's just too good." He is, or he knows ahead of time the places to build on, and just steamrolls way to victory. Okay, guys, that has been stream number 25. I want to thank you guys for joining in. Nikki Lou, as one of our most regulars, thanks for playing with us. And keep that 40-second turn timer fun game in your back pocket for a future thing to do if it's a late stream. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you of those that played. And I should see you Saturday for live stream 26. And with that being said, I'm out of here. And yeah, I think I'm just out of here. That's all I have to say. Good night, and James is probably eating some really good food right now, so that's making me a little hungry. So maybe some food before bed. Nikki Lou, it's got to be super late. You are, so try to get some sleep, some good sleep, and I will see you guys later.